What's up, everybody? It's your boy Corey with Team Airfare Gaming back at the attic with another deck profile for you. Tell them what you did, Quillen.
I got second place at our local case event.
Okay. What'd you play?
I played Runick Spright.
Okay, cool. Want to go ahead and get into it?
Yes. So this is pretty much standard. This is small changes. Played 3 blue. I decided to play 2 jet just because I want to see blue more than jet. Jet is good. It gets you starter. It gets you smashers, but blue gets you the body most of the time that you need.
Right.
Red. In place of the jet, I'm playing pixies.
Oh, that's spicy.
With me not having a battle phase all the time, I don't get to use this, but it's always good whenever I have it and my opponent swings into me because then I just pixies. Then we play this carrots.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Yeah. 2 up here. Cap shell.
Cap shell.
Yeah, I will admit I did think this card was bad at one point, but for this deck it's really good. This is draw. This is literally draw 3. You draw once on your turn, draw once on your turn. You bring one of these back. You detach this for a Gem Buster, that's a draw, or if you just bring this back in special, it's a draw. So
3 pluses are always nice.
We love ending with like 6 cards in hand. So got this from Josh Schmidt's list at the YCS Lava Golem.
In the main?
Yeah. I didn't Lava Golem anyone, but actually I did Lava Golem somebody, but it didn't end up mattering. But the only bad thing about it is it, eats up your normal summon. So that same game I had a normal summon, so I really couldn't do too much.
Yeah.
But this gets rid of tier limit cards, it gets rid of towers cards. I hear a lot of people playing Armor Master now, so
I don't know what you're talking about.
got out that.
And Abramax.
And Abramax. Don't forget Abramax.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go over the spells. 3 starter, standard, 1 smasher.
Okay. I've seen people going back and forth between 1 and 2.
I'm just playing 1 because I play so many other ways to get rid of cards, and I mean, I like keeping cards.
Right.
Cosmic Cyclone is just 1,000, and then I banish a card, and then Runick Destruction, I just skip my battle phase. But if I'm playing multiple Runick cards, I'm skipping it anyway.
Right.
And the aforementioned Runick cards. This is a weird lineup of Runick cards. Well, somewhat weird. I only play 1 fountain.
Really?
I do want to play a second. I do think a second does come up, but for me playing just the 1, there are ways to like recycle it and protect it in the extra deck. Just a tip, always great.
I hate that joke.
Freezing, standard, destruction. I hate back row. I played only 2 of this just because I don't expect to be popping a bunch of special summon monsters all the time.
Right.
And I want to play a lot more names because the more names you play, the more draws you're going to get.
This is basically just going as plus as possible.
Yeah. So speaking of more names, now we're playing the Slumber, which mostly is just used to special the Runick cards from the extra.
Okay.
Same with this. Same with this. Same with this.
That's just a lot of names you can shuffle back.
A lot of names, but they get me, like, I can open way more combinations of cards as opposed to before where I open with 2 tip and like 1 other card, and
then you can only shuffle back like 2.
Yeah, max, unless I do some other shenanigans. But I feel like this is a good number. This, I kind of was a little iffy on playing it, but I was like, worst case, I'm either going to discard it or I'm just going to use it to special summon.
Okay.
Going first cards.
Ooh, that's the goat right there.
Yeah. Challenge is the goo. Normally it's just to look at my opponent's hand. Like I didn't open too many bad hands, but I always open and I want to look at my opponent's hand to make sure I can just play through everything else they got.
Yeah.
If they got a Nibiru, get it out of here. I shuffle back someone's Enchantress, and that's just like a plus right there.
I was actually thinking about running that myself this weekend.
It is a really good card. And, I mean, if you're going into a board and your opponent activates an effect, you just can take their monster.
Right.
And call by is call by. You need it. Hopefully you get it against D-Shifter. If not, get good. And one crazy ban card that I've seen played in tournament that I'm playing is the Fusion.
Until it gets banned.
Yeah. I thought it was a nice choice. It's just a free Huggins, and the crazy thing about this is I can bring the Huggins back because he was Fusion something.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, in hands where I only have like 2 Runick cards, I just use this instead of using those 2 Runick cards.
Right.
So I've activated it once and it was okay, but maybe going forward I'll play something else.
So like no hand traps?
No hand traps, just lava golems and prey.
I mean, Spright can play through a lot, especially with the Runick stuff, so I can kind of understand it.
Yeah. My last round, he had a pretty solid board. He had 3 sets, and a Griffin Rider, and I literally just opened Runick spells, starter, and droplets. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
But here's the extra. Runick lineup. One of this boy, he gets back the fountain if it's in the grave. One of this girl, she can protect it from Cosmic, crazy enough.
Okay.
And then I just play 2 Hugging. Most of the time I'm not summoning the 3rd. If I'm summoning the 3rd, it's probably to go into another elf. And
Right.
if I have a level 2, I can just use one of these to make that.
Okay.
Gym Buster, shout outs. This is another dumb card that I probably should have been had.
I was trying to tell people to play that for the longest time, but everyone was like, no.
It just takes 2 darks, which most of the Spright cards are dark.
Yeah.
Neat thing about it, it does burn, so time in the activating effect, you just take 500. Obimaru, golded card. He just gets rid of problem cards, banishes to your opponent's next end phase, and I mean, you need that when they have a big body.
Okay.
Normally, I'll Lava Golem, then I'll make that and banish Lava Golem. That way, you can't swing with it. I know he doesn't take the damage, but I don't care about that. I don't want my board to get like swung over.
Right.
2 Gigantic, I mean, standard. We know what that does. 3 elf.
3.
Resources. We want to grind.
Okay.
And I've literally gone through all 3 because sometimes there are some plays where you want to overlay one with this, swing, do some damage, and then link into a 3rd one just to go ahead and have follow-up ready for the next turn.
Okay.
And it's part of another card in the side deck. Dark is dark. IP is IP. Unicorn. You have, this is a combo. And the golded combo, Abomination. This is an abomination of a card. The crazy thing is, you can use Destruction, pop a spell trap. This pops another card. They swing into you for battle, pop a card, and then the end phase you pop. So you literally can pop like 3 cards with this one card. And he's a 3K, so he can swing over a lot of stuff too.
Right. Got any shout outs you want to do?
We gotta do the side.
Oh, you got the side, that's right.
Yeah, side, the spicy side. 1 Harpy, 3 Cosmic.
The mirror?
For the mirror, back row. I feel like I'm seeing a little less back row, but you always need to be prepared for it. Droplets, just because it's droplets. D-barrier. I mean, fusion, synchro. Sometimes exceeds, but
No, we don't play that card.
if you got it, you got it. Spicy card, Eradicator.
We talked about this earlier.
It's
Degenerate.
It's degenerate, especially against the mirror match. It's degenerate against a lot of those Go Second decks that have Dark Ruler, Lightning Storm, Raigeki, Droplets, all that stuff, because it forces them to go ahead and use some of their stuff.
Hey, how much attack does Gym Buster have?
Well, Gym Buster has 13.
Does it? I thought it had 20 something.
No, normally the play you want to do is you want to make Gigantic with the Huggins, and you just leave the Huggins attached instead of detaching the Huggins. And then it's 32, you leave the Gigantic and then blame up.
Okay.
And that's the spell.
I don't know why I thought Gym Buster was 21.
And
It's gotta be 25 for him.
Gamma Seuss.
You got more tributes?
I've seen Liz playing the Spirit mode, but I feel like this is a little bit better because there are a lot of boards that just end on one monster.
Okay.
So I can just tribute with this one monster and beat them from that.
Right.
And the Scum card, Red Resonator.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to play
You
it
kind
at
of
this
have
point.
to. Like,
Shout out to Josh Schmidt winning a YCS with that card.
hey, I'm not gonna lose in time because my opponent is trying to slow play me a little bit.
Right. All
But
right.
that's everything.
All right. We jumped the gun a little bit, but now you got any shout outs you want to do?
Yeah, shout out for AFG Gaming. They're good people. You know, maybe I'll join. Stay tuned. We'll see. Heroes Hideout for hosting the event. It's been really fun playing there. I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh playing there, so hey, shout outs to them. And shout out to my boys because they always bully me, and then I have to get better. So
Yeah. All right, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, join the Discord. We got some more content coming out for y'all. Peace.
yes, sir.